If you all know anything about me, you'll know that I came from a small business side of the world. I started a service business in 2011, grew that business up, and actually yesterday, I'm speaking to you in late December 2020, yesterday, my business partner and I sold that company, that service company that fueled our growth, that financed our first deals, and taught us about operating real estate, which I look at the main risk factor and the main advantage in this business. We sold that company yesterday, 7-figure exit, very proud. It's an emotional day. We're rebranding our self-storage portfolio. We're going to be operating it under a new name, Bolt Storage. And here we are. Here I am with you. If you know anything about me, I come from that small business, gritty side of the world where we are hunting for alpha. And when I say alpha, I mean that little bit of outperformance. There's two things to measure real estate performance of anything, any asset class by, and it's alpha and beta. Beta is right along with the status quo of returns. If you get beta and you're in a great asset class and you have tailwinds, you're going to win in real estate. If you get beta in the stock market, you're following right along the S&P 500. If you have alpha, alpha is that little extra performance, those couple points, that 1%, 2% of alpha that everybody's after in this business. That is where you can really win. And what people don't understand about real estate, and I've been in real estate now for about 5 years, and we're going to talk a lot about operations. We're going to talk a lot about structuring these deals. We're going to talk a lot about leverage. We're going to talk a lot about getting debt. We're going to talk a lot about asset classes, depreciation, tax advantages, how to raise other people's money. But what I want you to understand right off the bat is that real estate is not a passive, boring, status quo thing. I think the people who really win in real estate, the people who will really win, they find a competitive advantage. They find a way to make a piece of real estate more valuable to them than it is to anybody else. That's what I've done, and that's why we've been able to go buy $20 million worth of storage in 3 short years, and more. We're going to buy $20 million in 2021 alone. And the reason why you can grow, the reason why you can build a portfolio and generate massive wealth very quick, one of the ways you can do that is if you find a way to make that piece of real estate more valuable to you than it is to anybody else. And let me tell you something that people don't talk about in real estate. People don't talk about the fact that there's billions of square feet of real estate in this country. Billions of square feet. There are 30 to 50,000, this is a wild guess, there are 30 to 50,000 wealthy real estate investors in this country that own their little bits and pieces of it. It's a very fragmented market. You think about retail, you think about tech. There's companies like Square, Facebook, Apple, Google, Amazon that dominate that sphere. Walmart, that dominate retail. Real estate's not like that. Real estate is not like that. It's not a 80-20 rule of real estate where 80% of the real estate is held by 20%. Actually, probably is, but it's not one company. In technology, 1% of the companies own 99% of that business. In real estate, there are hundreds of thousands of operators. There are tens of thousands of real estate asset classes right here in my little small town. If you look at it as a nationwide endeavor, it'll blow your mind at what can be done in real estate. So what my goal of this whole thing, this whole course is, I'm going to talk to you about real estate. I'm going to talk to you about how to structure it, how to value it, how it works, how to add value, how to cash out, refinance, how to build tax efficient long-term wealth. But what I want you to understand is that this is about the business. This is about finding that alpha. This is about the fact that this highly fragmented market that is real estate is dominated by people who run their business like it's 1985. You look at the 5,000 most successful real estate investors in this country. First of all, there's probably 50,000 millionaires, maybe 100,000 millionaires from real estate. Way more than that, actually. You look at the 5,000 best. I'll tell you that half of those people don't use email on a day-to-day basis. Half of those people use fax machines and have secretaries sitting in their offices. Half of those people don't have a competitive advantage when it comes to staffing, marketing, answering the phone, doing anything other than just buying and holding real estate. And they don't work a lot. They're happy. They spend a lot of time with their kids. and it's great for them. But that's lucky for you and me. It's lucky for you and me because real estate is operated like it's 1985 by most people. It's a highly fragmented it's a highly fragmented industry. A lot of different people in this game. It's lucky for me and you because we can carve out a competitive advantage. We can out-operate them. We can make a piece of real estate more valuable to us than it is to somebody else. And if you figure out how to do that, if you figure out how to get better returns from the same piece of real estate than somebody else or the open market or the people who are going after beta, you can really, really win. And that's what this is all about. Out-operating those people, finding assets that other people aren't looking for, looking at the real estate market with an unemotional point of view, where you're not doing what you want to be doing in a market that you want to be in. You are looking for opportunity. You're looking unemotionally at a market that you can search for competitive advantages that are going to give you a leg up. They're going to make your life easy, and they're going to be easier to scale for you. Who is all this for? This is not for a beginner. This is not for an 18-year-old with no cash. This is not for a 30-year-old with no cash and no experience. I've designed this for people who have some experience, have some network, have some capital, whether it be rich parents, wealthy friends, or you have operated a business. This is especially for people who have experience interacting with other people and managing other people and building a company and a business. Because this is hard to do without experience. If you don't know how to talk to people, if you don't know how to lead people, if you don't know how to build a company, you're going to struggle in real estate. So this is for people who have a little bit of resources, have a head start, and are looking to get serious about real estate. That's who this is for.